Hello everyone, this is Arohi, your instructor, and welcome to the second video of Python for Data Science program. Today I'll explain you what is list and when to use list. So basically, list is just like a variable, but we can store multiple items in a single variable. Means, let me show you over here. So here I want to create a new cell, so just click on this plus. Okay, so list is basically a variable. Suppose I have created a variable like this, and list, whenever you want to create a list, you need to write these square brackets. Okay, this is a syntax to create a list. Now here you can write multiple things like 1 comma 4 comma then hello, right? So basically, what is a list? List is just like a variable, but over here we are storing multiple items. Okay, so this is what list is. So first of all, let me show you the empty list. Empty list simply means we have these square brackets and there is nothing in it. So this is the empty list. Okay, so now over here you can see list of integers. So this is a variable. In this variable I'm creating a list, and these are the four items. See, you can call them items or elements. Okay, so how many elements we have over here in this particular L1 list? We have four elements in it. So over here I'm just showing you how to print that list. All right, now list can have single list can have multiple data types, right? So means I am creating a list over here, and the first element of that list is string, second element is integer, and third element is float. So what we are having over here, we are having three elements in a list, and all those elements are of different data type. So in a list you can have multiple mixed data type, multiple data types. Okay, and again I'm printing the list over here. Now the next thing is nested list. Nested means inside a list you are going to have another list. So you can see over here, this is our outermost list, right? This starts here and ends here. In that list we have one element, and after that element we are having one list, and we are having another list, right? Means inside this list we are having two another list. So means you can have nested lists in Python. Okay, so now let's talk about the different functions of list. So we have length function, min, max, and sum. As it clears from the name only, length means len means length. You can check, you can get the length of a list. So over here I'm having this list one, and these are the different elements of the list. And if you want to use this function, what you need to write? You simply need to write len length method, and you want to check the length of which particular list? List 1. And in the parenthesis just write list 1, and it is giving us output as 5. So why we are getting this 5? Because we are having 5 items in this list. Alright, in the same way you can use max function on that list. Max function will give us the largest, the maximum, the highest number in that list. So what is the highest number in this list? 50. Okay, in the same way you can use min function. Min will give you the minimum number from the list, smallest number. So which is the smallest number in the list? This 10. So this is giving us that. All right, in the same way we are using sum function. Sum will add up the items and will give us the sum. So if you add all these values, you will get 150. So this is what sum function is. All right, now let's see how to slice the list. Slicing can be performed with the help of this colon operator. All right, so let's see with example. So I have this list 1 is having this list, and over here we have all integer values, and let's suppose for some reason I only want to work on these three elements, first three items or elements. I don't want to work on the last two elements. So Then we can use this slicing operator, this colon, just to have these three first elements instead of using all the elements. And how we can do that? Just write the list name in which all the elements are present and then 0 colon 3. So basically what is this 0 and 3? These are the different index values. So 10, 10 is at 0 index, 20 is at 1 index, okay, and so on the other values goes. So what we are saying, we want the first three values and the initial element, the very first element will always have a index 0. So we want to show, we want to have these three elements. So this is what you can do, 0 colon 3. So 3 simply means, see, 0, 1, 2 and 3. 40 is at third index. So always remember, whenever you want to whenever you want to perform the indexes, right, indexing, whenever you want to perform slicing and whenever you are using this, in we are working with indexes. So in slicing, if you want first three values, this is 0, 1 and 2, and we want these values, and then you need to write one upper thing, means if you want values till 0 index, you will write 3 over here, and if you want values till 4 index, then you will write 0 colon 5 over here. Let me show you how. Let's suppose we want these first four values, then what you need to do is just write 0 colon 4, and this is what you'll get, right? Always write the one more value in the index. All right, and let's see the another example. So over here what we are writing is, we only want to have this colon 2, means the values which are before colon 2. This will not get included before this particular index. If you want to have values before this particular index, so you can write 0 colon 2, means 0 at 0 index we have 10 and first index we have this. Colon 2 means, I have already just told you that 2 will not get included in it. Colon 2 means we want first 0 and first index. And let's suppose if I write colon 3, that means we want to have values which are at 0, first and second index. This third will not get included. Let me show you how. Alright. So if you have colon before the index, so that means we want to get values before this index number. And if we have this colon, this slicing operator after the index, that means we want to have the values which are after this particular index, right? 2 colon means now this 2 will get included. What is it? 2 index, 0, 1, 2. This 30th is at 30 is at second index location. So when colon is after the index number, at that time this the value is at particular index will show, and if the colon is before the index value, all right, that means we want to have values, but this particular index will not get included. We will be getting the values before this index. All right, and see, what does this mean? List one and then colon. Colon simply means we want all values. All right. So this is how this slicing works. Now let's see what is negative indexing. So negative indexing simply means, as I've just told you, like we are having values at different index. This is at 0 index, 1 index. Now we are talking about the negative indexes, means -1, -2, -3, those kind of index values. So suppose we have this list. Neg underscore list is a variable. In this particular variable we are creating one list, and that list have these different elements. Okay, so now over here I'm writing neg list and then -1, means we want to have that element which is at this particular index. -1 simply means the last value. Okay, and -3 simply means, -1 means the last value, -2 means the second last value, -3 means the third last value, and so on. All right, so this is how you can use negative indexing. So see, when I'm writing -1, so which is the last element? Fifth, so we are getting that. And -3 means the third last element, So that's why we are getting this output over here. All right. So now let's move to the next topic. This is a concatenation operator. In Python, you can perform concatenation. Concatenation simply means you want to join, you want to combine, the variables or whatever you want to combine. All right. So we can do that with the help of this plus operator. So how to do it? So suppose we have one list and it is having this data, and we have another list 2, which is having this data. Now I want to join both the list, and I want what I'm doing over here is I'm creating one more list with the name of list 3, and in this particular list what I'm doing is I'm adding the data which is in list 1 and which is in list 2 by using a concatenation operator. So when you'll print list 3, what will happen? You'll get the data of first list and second list together in one list. You can see square bracket is starting over here and ending over here, and in this we are having data of both the list. All right. So this is how concatenation get performed. Okay. So over here we are having another example of concatenation. So A is a list which is containing hello and how. Now, what we are doing is A plus. A means this list, plus is a concatenation operator, and we want to add this particular list, with the above list. So this will show you the output like this. All right. Now, next method is append method. See, append simply means, let's suppose over here we have this list and we want to add something else. We want to add element in this current list. Okay. So list 1 is having these elements, but now we want to add one more element in it. So you can use append method for it. Append simply means it will add the new element at the last of this list, end of this list. Okay. So how to use it? Just write the list name. L list 1 is the list name. Dot append is a method, and in parenthesis just write what element you want to add. So I want to add 60 in this current list. So when you'll print the list after that, you will get that 60 over here. So this is how you can use append. Append will always add the element at the end. All right. Okay, so now we have a count method. So it clears from the name only. So it will tell you the how many time particular element is repeating in a list. Okay, so we are talking about this list only. Okay, so list 1 dot count, and I want to count this particular element, means how many time this 10 is occurring in this list. So we are having 110 over here and another 10 over here. So this is giving us a output as 2. Count is 2 because that element is occurring twice in that particular list. Okay. So now this is another method of list. This is a extend method. Extend method simply means whenever you want to add elements of a list to another list. Okay. So for example, this is a list 1. This list have this data, and this is a second list. All right. Now what I want is I want to add the data of list 2 in a list 1. So we can use this extend over here. Which list we want to extend? We want to extend list 1 dot extend method, and with what data we want to extend our list 1? The data which is present in list 2, right? So this is how you can write it. We want to extend list 1 with the data of list 2, and you can use it like this, and when you'll print it you'll get the data over here. This u is a part of list 2 and it is getting added in list 1 now, right? So this is how you can use extend method. All right. So guys, before moving to the further topics, let me tell you something. Like right now, just understand the methods and functions which I'm showing you. Later on, we will see, the practical application. Then only you'll understand, okay, why we have studied this much, all these things, because later on while working on real problems we are going to use these methods, right? But right now just understand what is it and how to what is the syntax and what they are doing. All right. Okay. So now let's suppose you want to check the index of particular element. So suppose list, this is a list and these are the item of this list, and you want to check like this R element is at which index. So you can directly write the list name dot index is a method, and we want to check the index of R, this R. Okay, so when you'll print it, so it is giving us 2. Why it is giving us 2? Because index always starts from 0. Hello is at 0 location, how is at 1 index, and R is at 2 index. So that's why we are getting output as 2. Now we have another list method. This is insert. Insert simply means insert, it is clear from name again, right? Whenever you want to insert anything in a list, then you can use insert method. So guys, I have already shown you one more method with the help of which you can add elements in a list, right? This append method. So in append method, what is happening in append method? It will add the element in a list, but that element will always get added in the last of that particular list, right? Now what if we want to add the new element, but we want to add that element at some particular location, a particular index? Okay, so list 1, this is a list 1. In this particular list I want to insert the data. What data you want to insert? I want to insert 200 at index 1, at position 1. So see, this is when you'll print that list, so this is what you're getting. This is at 0th index. At 1 index, at first index, we want to add 200. So we have 200 over here, and then we have the rest of the elements of the list. So this is how you can insert element in a list at particular location. Now we have pop method. This is another method of list, pop. Pop simply means it will remove an element at given index. Means whenever you want to remove an element from particular index, you can use this pop method. So list 1 dot pop 2. 2 simply means the element which is at this index number 2, we want to remove that element. So what is it element, what is it index 2? This is at 0, 1 and 2. How is at index 2? So when you will execute this line, so this how will get deleted. So this is how, this is the final output looks like. All right. So this is how this works. And then we have remove method. Remove, again it will remove the element from the list. Okay, so this is my list. Okay, I'm creating a list over here. This is the data of that list. List 2 dot remove is a method. What you want to remove? Write the element name. See, pop, while using pop we are writing the index. That means ki I want to delete the element which is at this particular index. But remove will use, when you want to use remove, you need to write the item name, element name of from the list which you want to remove. So 20 is there, right? So what I'm telling here is, from this list 2 I want to remove this element. Okay, so after that when you'll print the output, this is what you'll get. All right. Now again, the another method of list is clear. Clear simply means when you want to remove all the elements from the list. So we have a list. List 3 is a variable in which we have list, and I'm using that clear method. After using this clear method, when you'll print the list, you will have an empty list. This is what clear does. So guys, this is all about the list. In my next video, I'll explain you how dictionary and tuple work. Thank you.